Welcome. We're so excited you're joining us for episode 2. I'm Paul Lair.
I'm Jesse Zakshesky.
And We So Excited is a weekly podcast that takes a look at some of the most exciting and entertaining stories on the internet. So, Jesse, I think we need to start off with the bet.
Novak Djokovic won the Australian Open.
Yes.
I don't even care about tennis, but Paul has to drink now because I won.
Yeah, I do. I need to chug a beer. We've decided on pale ale from last week.
And I got this keg, this little half keg. It's
a beer for this episode.
Wolf Tyner. I just want to have a glass of beer this time. That's the main reason why I did it.
All right. I mean,
yep.
I approve. We'll see how it goes, but I guess I got to chug this. And we've gotten comments that we're slow chuggers. So
yeah.
I guess I have to go a little bit quicker this time. I'm not guaranteeing anything. And, yeah, here we go.
I'll drink too, actually. I'm thirsty. I spilled. Awesome.
Wow, thanks for getting beer over my couch. Appreciate it.
It's no problem.
Hey.
Excuse me.
Wow. All right.
1 second here. Hold on.
Did you just chug that?
I just did.
All right.
I was thirsty.
You can hear that very well through the microphone. I like that.
Look at all that head.
All right, so enough with the drinking for now. Are you okay there?
I'm fine. Just go on.
Okay, so our first story is going to be the 10 most anticipated movies of 2012.
Wait, hold on a second. I thought you should chug that.
God damn it. So thick.
Yeah, you shouldn't have chosen that.
I said before, man, the India Pale Ale's not for chugging.
Mm-mm.
All right. This
We had nothing else.
I'm keeping people honest back here, you know.
Oh, man. We had nothing else. That's a problem. We had that or that Anchor
You
beer.
could have chugged this.
It's pretty good. I just did it. I like it.
Well, you can chug anything. You're Jesse.
I am Jesse.
Paul's not going to be happy with me later tonight now.
I just pulled a Jesse. Get that shit out of here. All right. So let's go on. First story, 10 most anticipated movies of 2012. We're just going to go through the list. We're going to go 1 through 10.
According to this website.
Yeah, according to this website.
Yeah.
So 1 obviously being the most anticipated. So we'll just go through it.
It's when the top
Number 1.
one's the most
Whoa. Why didn't you start number 10 and then go right back?
That's why I thought.
You guys want number 10? Okay, we
Let's
can
do
start
10.
number 10.
That
All
makes
right. So number 10 is The Raven.
I personally would like to watch this. I love Aram Poe and like Ravens.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting.
Yeah. We'll post the link too. They
Yeah,
have all
they
the
have-
trailers on there. But yeah, it's The Raven. It's a really good poem from 1800s.
We read that. Were you in my class in 8th grade?
No, and if I did, I hated you anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
That's true.
Um,
We read that in 8th grade.
Yeah.
So number 9, The Dictator. I
Never
know
heard
nothing
of
about
it.
this. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know who's in it. I don't even care.
It kind of looks. It looks pretty shitty.
Who's the actor? Can you
I
tell?
don't know. No,
I don't
that
care.
was pretty shitty. Okay, number 8, Brave.
Never heard of it.
It's
like a
animated something or
animated,
other.
cell shaded thing. I
Pass.
don't care. Men in Black 3.
7, yeah, Men in Black 3.
Yes. Will Smith, Tommy Lee Jones, Aliens, Black Suits. It's
not-
awesome.
I'm not quite as enthusiastic about it as you are, but I'll definitely watch it.
Actually, it's being released on my birthday too. That's a good gift for me.
So number 6, The Hunger Games.
Every
A good
girl,
book?
every girl that I know likes it.
Every girl that I know likes it. Everyone. So yeah, we'll see.
Maybe
Maybe
you
I
guys
should
watch
read
the
it.
trailer for it?
I have not watched the trailer. It's
No.
here.
No, we watch it right
It's
now,
here.
but
I'm gonna pass. It kind of looks
I mean, I don't know anything about it, so I'm not gonna give a.
So number
Give it an
5,
answer.
The Amazing Spider-Man.
I don't like Spider-Man.
Well, it's a
beforehand.
reboot.
I don't
It's a
care.
reboot.
I don't like the original trilogy either.
Well, it's a reboot. It's completely different.
It's gonna suck more.
How are they rebooting it?
So new actor, new actress.
That's
Emma Stone is whoever the lead
Is it like
female
the
the
lead
is.
person
story,
Dunst
or are they
character?
doing a different story? Or what
Yeah,
are they doing?
different story, different actors, completely different.
Who
It's
plays
called
Spider-Man?
The guy from Social Network.
Oh, who played Zuckerberg?
No. The guy that played
That's a dork.
the guy he played the guy that Zuckerberg kind of screwed over, like
Yeah.
that thing.
Friend
Oh,
of
those
his.
twins.
No.
Oh, his friend. That's right. That's
Have you
right.
seen that movie?
A long time ago, I was.
It came out less than a year ago. Yeah, it wasn't a long time ago. You have not seen it,
I
have
have
you?
seen it actually.
Wow. All right.
He was
All right.
probably
Yeah.
I was drunk.
Number 4, Prometheus. Looks
Looks
sci-fi-ish.
kinda cool.
What's it? Does
It says the description is.
synopsis?
You want to read
Yeah,
it?
yeah. The description is a team of explorers discover a clue to the origins of mankind on Earth, leading them on a journey to the darkest corners of the universe.
It's gonna be a CG fest. There'll be some cool fights.
So
It'll probably be good.
the rest of it said,
Yeah.
there they must fight a terrifying battle to save the future of the human race.
All right. So sweet. 2 hours of fighting.
So
Awesome.
number 3. To be
It should
honest,
be
this
one.
is number 1.
It should be
I mean,
one.
if you don't agree, go
Can
fuck
stop
yourself.
watching the show. Honestly.
Number 3, The Hobbit. So this is part 1 of the 2-part Hobbit. We self-proclaimed big
Lord of the Rings
Lord of the
fans.
Rings fans.
The question actually is part 2 gonna be the following year then?
Yeah, so this is
Okay.
December of 2012.
Is
Part
it
two-
part 1?
Yes, part
Okay.
2, from what I have heard, is December of 2013.
I assume they probably film them all in one chunk.
Yeah,
Like the original
yeah.
trilogy. Or
Number 2,
Yeah.
The Avengers. So we watched the preview for this.
it's got
Just a ton of
Scarlett
superhero-
Johansson. It's
Yep.
got Sam Jackson.
Ton of
in it,
superheroes.
So I'll probably watch that
We're-
for its own reasons.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it for 2 reasons: Scarlet and
And you know, I
Jackson.
like Iron Man. I like the
Yeah, I
guy
like Iron
from.
Man.
I didn't like Thor that much, but it's a cool concept. So I'll be another 2 hours of action.
And what they have at number 1 is The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
What do you think about this trilogy of Batman movies?
I was always a big Batman fan.
This trilogy.
I'm saying so. Like
I don't care historically. I don't care.
Fair enough. I like them a lot. I like the first 2.
See, I liked
Um,
Batman Begins. Dark Knight, I liked. Little.
I thought it was overrated. Honestly.
Yeah, I thought it was overrated.
IMDb has it as best of all time. At least it did when I checked last, and I don't think it's that
Yeah.
good, but it's
So,
worthwhile.
I'll definitely see this. I'm excited for it, but yeah.
Did they show release dates in here at all?
Some of them they do. Obviously.
I mean, I
if you
know
look at the
Lord of the
trailers-
Rings. Lord of the Rings is
If you
December,
look
obviously.
at the trailers, they'll
Probably,
trailers.
obviously, the big ones are summer and
Yep.
fall, probably.
Yep.
But
So that's the list.
I mean, I agree with most of it.
Yeah, I agree with
Hobbit. The
Or
Hobbit's the
anything
best.
that is missing here that you would put in there?
Paul and I both, especially, really want to watch. There's this movie called American Reunion.
Yeah, American
It's
Pie.
the 4th actual American Pie movie. The other Beta House doesn't count.
Yeah, those.
It was just,
These are the main
It
actors.
was it's Jason Biggs, Tara Reid, who's probably out of rehab now finally. Yeah, I mean I'm looking forward to that. It was,
Yeah, that's-
all spring. Was it?
Yeah, I think it's May.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of the
it'll be
only
cool to
other one
explore
I
that
did.
universe again. See what's going on with those guys.
Yeah,
So
I think that's the only other one I could think of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I think you got
Okay.
number 2 here, man.
Yeah. The second story is titled "SpaceX Launch Will Be a Key Test for NASA." So essentially, obviously the shuttle program ended. About 4 months ago was the last launch, give or take, and now NASA's privatizing all its space programs between either their companies in America, such as SpaceX, and they're also they have a few flights they have scheduled from Russia, but that's a lot of money. So the big deal of this is when is this being launched here? I believe in April is the first launch of SpaceX
So what exactly
Falcon
is this?
9. It's a privatized space launch. It's going to be this company called SpaceX. They have their rocket called the Falcon 9. It's launching in April to the ISS. It's the first ever launch of a privatized spacecraft to the ISS. And what that means...
Who are they shooting up there?
They're just shooting cargo. It's just cargo.
But who's piloting it?
I did not read that, actually.
Like, are they NASA pilots or are they private sector pilots, former NASA employees?
That's actually a really good question. I had to read that whole thing.
Or
All I
like-
know is the main thing is just the fact that, if this works out, we can stop paying the billions of dollars to the Russians and have our own, all the money go to American companies and build our own
Sure,
privatized
sure.
space program.
Oh,
It's a
then
big
you can
deal.
go to space.
Yes, you can go to space, and it's a lot more cost effective for us to do this. It's a big deal, and we need to have money funded for missions future to go to the moon again or Mars. So this is a big step
Sure.
to have this stuff. If you have if there's money that's available for our own companies and our own innovation within companies that fit NASA's mindset for possibly Mars and the moon, it's a big step. So,
Sure. How much? Do you know how much this mission costs? How much are we? You said it's a private thing, but we're paying them to do this. correct?
Yeah.
How much is that? It's said in here, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I know for a fact in comparison, the Russia launches, each round trip for a Russian launch to ISS costs $60 million each. So obviously that money going towards privatized corporations would be more cost effective.
Yeah. So some big questions with space. What are your feelings on space? Are you going to space?
I would love to. My main thing is, for my entire life, I'm 23 years old. I've been wanting some sort of low Earth. Over the last 23 years, we've been basically just doing space stations and.
I'm talking about you.
Do I want to go to space? I would love to go to space. I would. I would love to go to Mars personally.
Eric has a question.
Okay. Here's my thought then.
Yeah.
Okay, here's your option. If you had the option to, let's say we had like a spaceship essentially, and you had the option of going on a spaceship and exploring the solar system and our galaxy and whatnot, but you may not ever be back and see your family and loved ones again, would you still do it?
I mean, depends what the mission entails. If
I'm exploration for mankind.
I would love that. I mean, it's basically a modern day Lewis and
So
Clark.
it's not us, our own fantasies going out there. We're doing it for mankind. We're exploring.
It's a one-way trip. What you're saying, right?
Not
necessarily, but I think that the fact that you're not going to see your family for a very long time, things that may change. See, I think
if it happened to me now, where I don't have a wife or kids, I mean, it'd be easier to say that. If I had, a couple kids and a wife, it'd be more.
I think difficult. The sense of adventure, at least for me, the sense of adventure,
because space is the final frontier.
Star
Trek.
You'll be finding so much and exploring, learning so much.
The thing
when you die, you have your own elementary school.
This isn't really the reasoning behind it, but I really like steak, and I mean, having to go however long it would be without a steak. Or a Euro.
No, here's the thing.
It'd be pretty rough. I mean, unless we have a spaceship that has a 5-star
we have
kitchen
to
in
jump
there.
to say there's a spaceship anywhere, but let's say in the process of developing the spaceship, we've invented
Space Heroes.
No, the Star Trek food creator thing. What's it called? I
don't watch Star Trek, Eric. So
I
like that.
It's just me. It's the.
I mean,
someone responded and tell me what it is, but the thing that automatically makes food, the replicator.
And it makes food from scratch, or what does it do?
It takes
it just
particles.
Boom.
Makes it.
And it makes like a full-blown steak. Yeah. Like Paul would be happy with this thing.
I don't know.
I mean,
I haven't invented it, so I haven't tried.
See, do you agree though?
If I had steak,
if you had steak guaranteed on this
is
mission,
such a dumb conversation.
If
I had steak and euros, I would do it. Yes, I would.
See, I mean, it's man, I do like steak. It'd be tough to go without steak.
Paul Air, and I quote, "I do like steak."
I would hope so.
All right. So continue.
I think that basically covers that. We like steak, we like space. No, I mean the fact is, back to the story. Essentially, just the whole thing. We have to make sure that in April, this SpaceX company or another company that does our drone launches, it's actually going to work out. We can have. It's more of a curiosity thing.
Sure.
See what happens next.
So if you could have a base on either the moon or Mars, which one would you choose?
I mean,
you can have one, not one or the other, not both.
I would choose the moon personally for one reason, because you can see it from Earth if it's on the non-dark side.
Sam Cassell there with you? Is that why you're choosing the moon?
Yeah.
So when you're up there, you can start carving his face in the moon?
Yeah, I would be the main proprietor of the Sam Cassell Mount Rushmore project.
All right.
That's what I'd be doing.
I would definitely go with Mars.
I mean, the Mars is obviously it's more of a stretch of a mission, but Sam Cassell, we're in. God damn, we're on this shit still.
No. Sam Cassell doesn't win. Mars wins. There's water there potentially.
No. I mean, realistically though, to have a mission to Mars, you need to go to the moon again first. Have some sort of
We're not talking about.
I'm just thinking
realism of the project.
The Mars.
We're talking about
Mars.
Both of them. We're at the point where we can create
Mars is better than the moon. I'll be honest in that respect.
So you're changing.
I'm just making a point. The whole Sam Cassell thing. Apparently, Eric Redding thinks it's an awesome idea still.
Well, I know. Why are you dragging me into this?
Because you're looking at the smug asshole.
He was the one that brought up the Sam Cassell thing.
Whatever.
I'm just sitting back here trying to do my job.
We should build shit in both of them. Yeah.
No, but Jesse was right. You have to have a moon base and practice.
That comes first.
I'm saying that we're at a point where we're at the point where we can build on either.
Well, in that case, then Mars wins then.
All right. So we want to move on. Enough with Mars. Enough with the moon.
Cell. Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. So the next story, as we said, we're going to try to have some sports stories scattered in here.
Because we're pretty dumb guys, but we know sports pretty well, I think.
So the next story
It's true.
is, this is going to be an all-encompassing story, but the title for us is just going to be Aaron Rodgers wins the MVP award.
Rightfully so.
I mean, we all kind of expected that, but, you know, it's the first time for us since Favre won back-to-back.
Yep.
So I think the last one was 98. So, you know, that's a big thing. And
yeah. I mean,
it makes this weekend a little bit more tough.
Because he should be playing.
Yeah, he should be playing tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and we'll just quickly go through the rest of the award winners and try to
Discuss.
see if there's anybody that shouldn't be there. I mean, we both agree Aaron Rodgers.
And we're obviously biased, but Aaron Rodgers, he only threw 6 picks this year. He had about almost 5,000 yards. He had, how much yards did he have actually? Was it 4,600?
Yeah,
he had
he had
46 touchdowns. I mean, it's a
He
phenomenal
had
year.
4,643 yards.
He had 45 touchdown passes.
Yeah,
that's what it
45
was.
touchdowns, 6 interceptions.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just incredible.
Yeah.
So, Offensive Player of the Year was Drew Brees. I've
had
never understood how an MVP, when they're from the offensive side of the football, how they're not the offensive MVP. I
And also in the case, Rodgers is the same position.
Yeah, I
as
understand that they want to award somebody else. You know, his numbers offensively may be better, but at the end of the day, if you're the most valuable player to a whole team in the league,
probably the
on
best
an offensive in an offensive position, how are you not the best player in offense in the league? You know.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't like Breeze, so
I actually like
that
the
might
guy
be
a lot.
why I'm saying it. I don't like the Saints.
What if it was Eli Manning, for example, was the offensive player of the year? Would you be mad then too?
Of course. My whole thing is just, I don't like the designation between MVP and offensive player of the year.
I'll give you that. I mean,
that's okay.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Defensive player of the year was Terrell Suggs. Beast. Right?
He's a definite beast.
He deserved it.
Yeah. And he's only like 29, right?
He's young. He's been in the league a long time, though. But
he's got a good mentor, too.
I mean, I don't know who else you could give it
on
to.
Defense.
I mean, every game I watch of his, which were maybe 5 or 6, he was just everywhere.
I mean, you could argue maybe that, like, Tuck was good this year, but he's not anywhere near Suggs' league.
Yeah, I don't think Tuck had that good of a year. I'd say DeMarcus Ware.
How many sacks
Jared,
this year?
He had 19.5.
Jared Allen had a good year,
Allen had a good year.
But his team was, 3-13?
Yeah, so I mean,
no.
Terrell Suggs.
I would agree with Suggs is the best player.
Great. I also would argue for somebody from the 49ers just because, you know, they had such a great
Willis, probably?
year. Yeah, Willis. Any of their linebackers were really well.
Yeah.
Did really well.
But they have a really good safety, too.
They have a few good safeties.
No Pro Bowls, though? No Pro
I don't
Bowlers?
think either of them. Dante Whitner, I know, is their big, hard-hitting safety. I like him, but I don't think he was a Pro Bowler.
I think at the end of the day, though, Suggs, that's a good award for him.
Yeah.
He deserves that.
So, and I think the other interesting thing now, so next year, Ray Lewis already said he's coming back.
Yeah.
That team is going to have 3 defensive players of the year. Reed, Lewis, and Suggs.
I mean, it's an aging team.
I mean, they're old,
still
but
good. I mean, Ray Lewis, he's lost his step
I
like 5 years ago.
I want to know, when was the last team that had 3 defensive players of the year on one team?
That were originally on that team for 10 years, probably?
Well, no, just when has a team ever had 3 defensive players of the year on the field at the same time?
Maybe Pittsburgh in the 70s, maybe. I can't think of anybody offhand.
I don't think that's ever happened. That's just crazy. So, next award was Offensive Rookie of the Year. Went to Cam Newton.
Cam Newton, he's definitely he's an athletic. He's really, really good. The thing is, though, I don't know, man. Like the media.
I'll give it to
him so much.
I'll give it to him, but man,
lot.
he just.
Who else could it be for offense for Rookie of the Year? I mean,
Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton played really well. He got his team to the
playoffs.
Who would have picked the Bengals at the beginning of the year to be in the playoffs?
Not me.
Not very many people.
Especially with a ginger quarterback.
Yeah, I mean.
Who else is it?
I would
offensive.
I mean, I would
Randall
put
Cobb.
Randall Cobb. Yeah, I wish.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be fine with Cam Newton. So we go down the list. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Von Miller.
I agree with that.
I like Von Miller. He was a beast.
Who do you got for that then?
I would put Aldon Smith.
Who's he for again?
Defensive end of the 49ers from Missouri.
Oh, really?
He was a difference maker.
I say I didn't watch many 49ers. I can't give that much of a discussion. I mean, who else is rookies for defensive? There was, I don't know, man.
I would put Aldon Smith in there. All right, let's move this on pretty quick. So we got the last two are comeback player of the year and coach of the year. Matt Stafford, comeback player of the year.
Come back from what? What did he was on a really bad team for 3 years. Now he's on a good team.
Yeah.
He played well this year. He had.
I mean, he
great
didn't get
year.
injured, so we'll give it to him. There's nobody really else.
Nobody
I hate that award. You're giving somebody an
Well,
award for being bad than being good. I mean,
Usually, guys hurt a lot.
That's your
but
job.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is
whatever.
your job. You're paid money to be a
coach of the year, Jim Harbaugh.
I'd agree with that.
He,
Jim Carrey, man.
sure.
Sure. Jim Carrey. I mean, coach of the year. Harbaugh had that team sucked so bad last year. McCarthy had a decent year until he lost the playoffs. Who else could be?
Well, this is not a playoff award.
I'm so bitter though. Who else could be for coaches? That's basically that's basically it.
That's it. All right, let's move on.
Moving on. Okay.
Go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go indeed. The next story of the day. The headline is Americans get closer to building weapon of the future. This weapon is actually called a railgun. The main premise of this gun, for those who are familiar with this, essentially it fires at a very fast pace. There's a quote in here. Let me find it for a second here. It can shoot. The Navy tested a railgun that accelerates at 3.
I'm watching this video right now. Holy shit!
The main idea of this is that it can shoot a projectile that's 7 pounds at a speed of 5,400 miles an hour, which can do a lot of damage. We'll post the video, to the actual
Look at this
podcast.
shit. Flying through the air. That's oh my god.
The main pros and cons of this is that there's no propellant at all. There's no real danger to the actual operator. It's cheaper than having a lot of fuel.
Naval railgun.
Oh yeah, and also on there they have a quotation.
Is it magnetically propelled?
Essentially it is. What was it? They gave the project the Latin motto "Velocitas Eradico," which they translate as "Speed Destroys." So again, it goes really fast.
What are all these coils in here?
It's magnetic, so when you launch it, the magnetic field pushes it forward more, and it causes more velocity when it actually
So
goes.
the projectile is magnetically opposite of whatever that huge.
Yeah, so essentially instead of gunpowder, causing an explosion inside of a barrel of a gun and then launching a projectile outward,
pretty cool.
This thing is pushed faster and faster out of not a tunnel, but more of a. It just goes faster and faster and faster, and it explodes out, and then it hits the target and kills it. Hopefully.
I mean, what type of target are we shooting at? Do you see this
For this-
projectile?
probably
this projectile is
In this case,
2
it's
feet long by
that's
6
probably
inches
anti-tank, artillery, big
That's
targets.
fucking awesome.
If that hits a person though, that person is not only dead, that person is no longer matter. You
Antimatter.
You need a sponge to get on
They're
that.
antimatter.
Or they're gone. They're antimatter. It's a pretty badass gun. I mean, I really have no other word to describe
Yeah,
it.
it's quite interesting.
I mean, Eric, you're a big gun fan like myself. Thoughts on railguns?
Awesome. I can't wait till we can try one out. I want the
Nobody in their
commercially
right
available
mind would
one.
ever give you or I or Paul a gun.
I'd be plenty safe with a railgun.
Just think of any watermelons and stuff we could blow up with it.
About an hour ago, you tried to shoot me with a fucking what's that gun called? An airsoft gun?
I didn't try.
You almost did.
I didn't do.
I would not trust you with a railgun.
I absolutely did not. I just intimidated you with it.
Because you have a gun in your hands.
Well, hey, getting back to the space thing, if we're going to start doing more space exploration, we need a railgun.
To kill me.
Find ourselves out in space.
Yeah.
Unless you find, aliens or something.
I mean, I'm not sure if railguns work in space yet, but if it works out, then
Why wouldn't it? It's just
magnetic.
magnetics.
I don't know. I haven't read the article yet. I'm just saying, it would.
But think about it. Why wouldn't it?
Should work. I mean, obviously, no gravity. Maybe doesn't. Who knows? I don't test it out. Navy tested out more in space.
You want the Navy to test it out in space?
They did.
The Navy.
The Navy did not test it out in space.
They could though.
Isn't that NASA's department?
Well, they're not funded anymore.
I mean, they technically exist.
I'm kidding. It's essentially though, I mean, I want to have this really big ass projectile launch at somebody at a very fast speed.
I want to go back to the days of like World War II, where they had like the Germans
howitzer?
had the giant like train guns.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
that?
It was
The train
the giant turrets. That was fun. We go back to bigger.
Dude, those were simpler times.
Exactly.
Size meant
Simpler
everything.
was in World War One with trench
It
warfare.
does.
You just go into a big old hole with a knife and try to stab somebody. That's
What?
kind of fun too. Trench warfare, dude.
When were you in trench warfare?
When were you in World War Two?
I wasn't. I'm not
It was,
saying.
it was fun though.
Well, like I'm saying, it was good.
It was good times. It was good times, Eric.
I was not gonna say good time.
You're laughing pretty funny right now.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
It was it's a like a bygone era. You know, it's you don't have the crazy giant guns and battleships and stuff.
It's all from a command center. You just a button, the person's dead. It's
That's
all.
not
It's,
fun.
the intimacy of warfare is gone now.
It's just a big video game.
It really is. It's kind of sad.
Yeah. All right, we can move on. Do you want to introduce our sponsor?
Do we have one?
No.
Yeah,
Who?
Eric Redding again?
Oh yeah.
Production
Sure.
company.
Sponsor me.
So Eric Redding is our video production guy. He essentially makes the show happen. He spent 3 hours editing our last podcast.
More than that.
Yeah.
His company Anonymous is
Anonymous.
producing and editing this show,
Yep.
filming it obviously.
Yep.
And that's at this point that's our sponsor.
So far.
But
I still want to sell out, but until
Yeah.
then, until Eric pays me money,
I'm not.
you're not going to ever?
I'm letting you use my apartment. That's me paying you.
Alright, that's fine. I mean, yeah, that's our sponsor.
Nice. Good.
It's week 2.
We're still
it's week 2.
yeah, it is.
If we had Netflix or something like that by week 2, I'd be really impressed.
Yeah.
Netflix would not sponsor me at all.
You never know.
I would love them though.
Eric needs another beer.
I do. I was just gonna do that.
Want some of the
because,
German stuff?
I'm
Or you
gonna
want-
Yeah, give me that. That was actually it really grew on me. It's
Yeah,
not
that's what I
bad.
thought.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
So while you're doing that, I'll send you over the story. Now, okay, I've got 2 stories.
Hold on, is it gonna be about pedophiles again?
No, I do have one.
Hopefully.
I do have one if you want to see it.
I always
No.
do.
Now, I
Send me an
will-
email later.
I will. Now, I will stipulate, I will always have at least one pedophile, some teacher sex story, because
That's
I
the kind of guy
gotta
that you
give a
are.
shout out to fart.com, awesome news, fart,
Yep.
FARK.com, great site for a lot of weird and fun news, and one of their things is they always greenlight stories about, about attractive women diddling little kids.
We need to stop saying diddling on this fucking show, dude.
When have we said the
We
prior
said it
last
last
time,
time.
once.
We said it last time.
Oh,
We
you
did.
said diddle?
I think I said diddle last time.
It's too bad.
Okay, so here's the first. So I got a story and a video, and the first story is kind of quick. I know I should only have one, but whatever. Okay, well left the. Or I guess I left the chat, didn't
We're still online this time.
I? Okay, so here's the.
I'm still online, dude. You're not.
You're
we
still
all-
on
we
this
all
time. Okay, so here's the first story.
Oh wow.
So the title of this story is "Would-Be Jedi Jailed Over Lightsaber Attack." 33-year-old targeted shoppers, police with Star Wars toys.
Keep reading the story. It gets pretty good towards
Police.
the end.
I mean, that subtitle doesn't make much sense, but
Alright,
whatever.
I'm using them here a little bit.
You probably Jedi mind tricked him a little bit.
Alright, so this guy's name was Kenneth.
Oh, here's
Hold
our
on.
lightsaber.
His last name was Catterbury. Apparently, he had a Star Wars lightsaber in each hand,
Such as,
Paul's toy.
I think we gotta.
And as he swung at 3 customers last December at a Toys R Us store.
Oh,
He
yeah,
carried
we
lightsabers
don't-
outside the store in
Oh,
front of
yeah.
police.
Right there.
They tried tasering him, but he deflected one of the wires away with a lightsaber.
Isn't that badass?
So he's
So
an actual
he
Jedi.
used the Force. He was wrestled to the ground. And then he's been banned from Toys R Us.
So look at his picture. He looks like he's trying to mind
He's
trick.
probably a
He
Sith.
looks like he's trying to Jedi mind trick the guy that's taking his picture. I mean, look at that.
I mean, the left eye, the right
The
eye
right
is
eye.
like squished. He's trying to do some sort of like telekinesis powers.
So I kind of want to meet this guy.
No, I don't. He'll
I
kill
think
me.
he could. I Oh shit! Look at this! Look at this picture on the bottom. I gotta see this video.
That's
Kittens
not
battle
way
Star Wars style. I'm watching this. It's 32 seconds long. Oh, that's
Tangents,
an ad.
baby. That's why I don't click NBC ads, buddy.
I didn't. Click
Anyways.
I didn't click the ad.
Well, it's an embedded.
Of course, it's
Don't
embedded.
New story. More.
You want, okay,
This is dumb. Paul's looking at ads now. This is bad TV.
No, I'm watching Kittens battle Star Wars.
Now this is the real good. This is the one that
Alrighty.
I thought was this guy. This guy, I want to go buy him a beer.
What is this shit?
So
You have to kind of watch the video. It's pretty good.
I'll post it on that.
We'll play the video in post.
I'm gonna watch this cat one first, though.
Dude, you and your.
I'll read this. Alright. The article is one man's weird way of dealing with loud neighbor sex.
Okay, so it may not
Turn that
be
shit
Star
off.
Wars, but let the battle begin, my furry feline friends.
Oh shit!
I'm distracted by kittens and lightsabers right now.
Oh,
Who's that
shit.
guy on his cell phone?
Coruscant, but just the living room sofa.
God damn it.
Zach King tells me his friend Aaron rescued the two from the pound.
That's pretty funny.
So, yeah, I guess two cats are battling with lightsabers, and
Kudos to Zach and
yeah.
Aaron.
Go on to your story. Sorry, I like cats with lightsabers.
You got.
Who doesn't? Anyways, yeah, one man's weird way of dealing with loud neighbor sex.
Oh, let me just see this.
Alright, hold on.
You kind of gotta watch the video. The video's.
The video's good. Mute.
That is
West
really
Farms
loud.
in Fort Lakes is currently getting out next door. It's my neighbors. So tonight's challenge, I'm trying to make 5 of these quarters, because I'm pretty bad at it. I'm gonna bounce it in this cup. Or I
So
can
this
take
guy's
it.
trying to. Oh shit. He's trying to make quarters in. Oh, he's gonna electrocute himself.
Again.
Alright.
Now, from my limited practice with this, I've noticed it's all in the wrist work.
This guy's never gonna do it.
Yeah, make sure you do it.
This game is hard actually. I'm bad at it too.
Well, you're bad at pretty much all games.
That's true.
Close. Not close.
So you hear that in the
Hold
background?
on. She's getting destroyed. That's really loud sex.
Well, that's for the neighbors. See how loud it is in the room.
I don't know. But
Okay, he's got a lot of
But what do
quarters.
quarters? So he's playing quarters while listening to people have sex. This guy's a loser.
He sets up a game because they have it soft music. He plays a game every time they're doing it to pass the time. He's going to accomplish a task before they're done having sex, or else he tases himself.
He's gonna tase himself.
Did you
Keep
listen
watching.
to what he
Keep
said?
I
watching.
was watching Kitten still.
Kittens with lightsabers. He's trying to hurry up now because he can hear the.
They're finishing.
How many does he have? How many
He's
does he have?
one.
There's one in so far.
Two now.
3 more to go.
I mean, this is
This is
quite
really
graphic.
fucking weird.
Just gotta find a minute.
I'm kind of getting.
You're getting what?
This is just really weird.
Yeah.
You're still
Now,
going.
he's like looking over his shoulder.
For her, at least.
First of all, how thin are these walls?
Okay, good. He's fast forwarding it. This guy's really bad at quarters. It's by himself. Like, this guy fucking sucks. Fast
He sounds
forward.
like a mouse in the background.
Just speed it up.
I know that, but
Get
still.
the last few before they does this thing. You know what that is.
So I'm just gonna fast forward.
No, it's almost done. Once it slows down, it's done.
I think they're done.
So he did not make it.
But that's not what we're
He's
trying
gonna
to do.
tase himself now, huh?
You know what that means.
Oh, come on.
So he tases himself.
His last line, you gotta listen to this. Is good.
Alright, so the results of this challenge, I got 4 out of 5 quarters in. You just couldn't last long enough for me to make that 5th one in, so this challenge goes to them.
So they lasted for 3
Listen to-
minutes.
We'll see what happens with the next one.
Yeah.
The guy needs to get laid first of all.
Remember, I can hear you. So that section lasted for. Let's go back here. 3 minutes and 56 seconds.
He didn't speed it up though. Remember?
Well, he still kept the timer going for
Good
the
point,
whole
good
time.
I got 4 in. But that's
I mean, that's.
And he tased himself.
I mean,
Bold move.
Tasing is a good thing, but I don't think I'd ever.
tasing,
I don't think I'd ever spend 3 minutes listening to my neighbors have sex. I don't want.
Well,
I
he
don't care.
didn't really have a choice.
He could leave and go somewhere else.
Where's he gonna go? That's his
Outside.
house.
It's just, I don't know. I never would listen to my neighbors have sex for 3 minutes. I don't think I would.
Have you ever heard anyone, your neighbors ever having sex? If you were 922.
Our first apartment 2 years ago, we heard a lot of shit happening upstairs.
No, there was like a stampede going on. I don't know what the fuck that was. But there was actually a 922. There was a couple times with people above my room.
Well, that was more your room because you had that.
Above my room, where we could hear them having sex. A couple times Jake and I came into my room and were listening. But
I mean,
what about you, Paul? Have you ever?
No. I mean, we've always been in apartments that have had, we're all 3 levels, or we're the only ones on a certain level, or whatever it is. So, luckily, no. Because if I was in a chance to tase myself because people were having sex and I could hear it like that, fuck that. I'd go over and tase them. Like, shut the fuck up.
Knock on the door.
Tase them.
Housekeeping. Just tase them in the ass.
Well,
I mean, that's definitely innovative. I'm not sure I would ever do that myself, but
No.
I would never tase myself ever. I don't think.
Ooh.
At least sober.
Sober being the key word.
All right, we'll move on from that. We're going to go on our last little section here, same as we did last week. So, Jesse's up 1-0 in the bets. This week's bet, as we prefaced last week, Super Bowl.
It's
You're
tomorrow.
spilling
It's
all over
tomorrow. I
yourself.
spilled a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, so, obviously neither of us want either of these teams.
I want to be a tie.
But
I'm playing video games.
Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. So, who do you have? Or no, we'll go with me this week. Well, I'll go first. Unfortunately, I have New England. No win situation, but I don't like Eli. Tom Brady, I guess I like his wife. So I'm going to go with Gisele Bündchen and the New England Patriots.
I'm in more one though. When I'm choosing the Giants, because I like their defense personally. I think that offensively they're both pretty good, but they have a defense than Giants do, so it could be a better game with them. So go Giants. Hell yeah.
So yeah, we'll see next week whoever wins. I mean, we'll see tomorrow, but yeah, hopefully I even the score. Jesse can chug something, and I mean,
I don't want to watch.
I'm not even excited for the
The
Super
game's
Bowl,
gonna
unfortunately.
suck so bad, dude. I'm gonna be an asshole for 3 hours straight. I'm gonna just be a dick and angry and cranky.
Hey, I mean, at least we're not Vikings fans.
We have won 13 championships. They've won none.
We've won 4 Super Bowls,
Mm-hmm.
so we're doing all
We
right.
have a stadium built.
Yeah, we do indeed.
I mean, yeah. Go Giants. I guess that sounds
All right,
sad
yeah,
to be
go
saying
Pats.
that.
You wanna send us off, man?
Yeah. Again, I am. This is Paul Ayer at Paul Ayer. I'm Jesse Zakshesky at Zakshesky Man. Eric Redding at Baron Von Redding, also on Nano Productions. We so excited. Have a good day.
We'll see you next week.